Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ethan, and today I'm proud to give you all a walk-around and tour of the 2024 Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium. This one here is pretty unique, as you can see. This being the premium package, you are going to get some cool things here, as you can see, such as unique wheels, a unique grille, and most importantly, you are going to have just a very nice looking vehicle. With that being said, a huge thank you to Bob Thomas Ford for providing us with this vehicle today and for allowing me to review it. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. First and foremost, as you can see as you come along to here, you do have a very nice and unique grille. As you can see with the prancing horse right there, which looks really, really cool. And as you can tell, this being the premium model, you do have your blacked out grille on the grille inserts, as you can see there. And of course, you do have a front-facing camera. As you can see, if the vehicle on, as you can currently tell, this one does have the active grille shutters running currently, as you can see there. As you can see, also you do have LED daytime running lights as well as LED headlights. Making our way over to the wheels, as you can see, we do have a unique set of wheels since it's the GT model. And these are Michelin Premium tires, as you can see there, which look pretty cool as well. You also have your little area where you can plug in and charge the vehicle, as well as your Mach-E badge right there. With that being said, to jump on in, it's a pretty interesting way. All you have to do is, as long as it's up on you, just come to the door, just tap this button here to unlock it to jump on in, as you can see. This one here is finished off in shadow black with the black leather interior. Coming over here to the door panel, as you can see, you do have a couple of things here, such as your three-person motor seating, your unlock and lock switches, controls here for your power windows, controls for the mirrors, your mirror to fold in, and of course which one, and then of course you do have your child lock right there. You do have your Bang & Olufsen subwoofer right here. You do also have some soft touch material here as well as down here, and of course some light stitching right here, which looks pretty cool. This one of course does have a standard kick plate, which looks pretty nice. I'm going to adjust my seat so I can jump right on in. And of course, since this is the premium model, you do get perforated inserts right there, as you can see. The vehicle is currently running, so we're going to go ahead here and get started with what's going on inside of here. So first and foremost, as you can see, we are looking at a pretty nice setup here, starting off with a unique leather wrap rack and pinion power steering wheel. As you can see, it looks really nice. You do have some controls on the left as well as on the right. Left is going to house controls for your cruise as well as some extra safety features. To the right, you're going to have your volume, controls for your hands-free telephone as well as Bluetooth, as well as a forward button and a back button right here. And then of course, as you come up to the screen up here, we are going to be taking a look at a couple of things, such as your miles to empty, as well as how much charge you have on the vehicle, as well as gear selector, and your current odometer reading. With that being said, this vehicle also does come with one pedal driving, which of course helps you to not only drive the car a bit more efficiently, but of course you are going to be getting regenerative braking as well, which really helps out in the long run. So with that being said, make our way over here. As you can see, we are looking at a massive display. This is going to be a 15.5-inch display, which as you can see here looks really good. And we're going to start things off here with the obvious, taking a look at that navigation system. As you can see, it looks really, really nice and well detailed. It's laid out and does look pretty good as well. As you can see, you can go to where you can, of course, search a particular destination. You can also put this into 3D mode. Coming up here, you do have a couple of different icons up here, starting off with your apps. And in this case, we're going to be looking at radio, phone, navigation, media, Stingray, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, charging, public charging, tire pressure, trips, your owner's manual, and record feedback. And then when you come over to the entertainment section, you're going to have YouTube and, of course, all the different games that are on this vehicle. Come over here to the vehicle itself. This is going to be your control panel for the settings. So you're going to have controls here, and these are going to be your 3 different drive modes. You're going to have Whisper, which provides a seamless drive, calm and quiet, smoother acceleration and steering, the best mode for slippery conditions. So that, of course, is pretty interesting there. You can initiate one pedal drive, propulsion sound, and auto hold. Go into Engage, of course. Engage is going to be that more normal use, normal day-to-day usage type of drive mode, as it says here, balanced drive, everyday fun. And then on bridle, that's going to be that kind of interesting mode there. Like, for example, this is a competitor to the Tesla Model Y. So think of the bridle as like the fast mode in the Tesla. So in this case here, in this particular model, in the Mach-E, bridle exhilarates the drive, machine, and road align as one. More responsive acceleration and steering, and for each drive mode, you can initiate the one pedal drive, propulsion sound, and auto hold. Okay, so with that said, we go back to controls here. You get to go to sound controls right down here. You get to adjust your tone settings as well as balance and fade, as you can see there. Speed and compensated volume, as well as sound mode. Phone list, of course, you can connect your phone to go through that. Your driver assistance features right here, of course, as you can see. It's going to give you a couple of different settings for your drive modes, or excuse me, for your driver assistance, which includes the following: auto hold, cruise control, which is of course an adaptive cruise control, speed limit assist, your lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, rear view camera delay, blind spot information system, cross traffic alert, rear brake assist, as well as driver alert. Vehicle, you're going to have different settings for the vehicle, of course, such as a vehicle power down timer, rear occupant alert, easy entry and exit, alarm system, remote start setup, windows, wipers, power lift gate. Of course, you can control that. The lighting, the locks and mirrors, the door keypad code, which is pretty cool. And that's it there. And then, of course, you have general settings, such as, updates about the system, temperature, language, speedometer, whether you want that to be in kilometers an hour or not, tire pressure unit, and of course you have your display settings at the very bottom. Connectivity, of course, is going to allow you to connect to a Wi-Fi system. Software updates is going to give you over-the-air updates over time, as you can see there, which of course says automatic updates, which is pretty cool, and of course update details. You're going to have Ford Assistant, which kind of acts like, let's say, Amazon Alexa or your Google Assistant, and then your valet mode, of course, is going to lock up certain features of the vehicle for you. And then, of course, you come over to the camera system. You're going to have a nice camera here, a very good quality camera, as well as a 360-degree view up there, which is pretty nice. And, of course, as you turn the wheel, it's going to adjust as well, which is pretty nice to see. So, with that said, you're going to have that. You can turn off the 360 camera, of course, and then you have a split screen view right there, which is pretty nice. Coming down here, you're going to have some other icons, such as what's playing on the radio, add your phone, and of course, how much miles were traveled since you last plugged in the vehicle to charge. You have dual zone climate control. You're going to have auto air conditioning. You are going to have heated seats in here, which is going to be a 3-state setup. Of course, you have auto air conditioning for the seats as well, a heated steering wheel. This, of course, is going to control your fan speed. You can use this little tweeter right here to kind of adjust that. So, as you can see, we can adjust that temperature, or excuse me, the fan speed, to make it more useful. You can have max air conditioning, as well as airflow, and of course, your other for the passenger side, your heated front passenger setting right there. With that being said, you also have a very nice volume knob, which of course is kind of in a unique finish, which I do like. Coming down here below that, you are going to have wireless charging, USB-C port, a regular USB port. You're going to have 2 cup holders right here, which look really good. Coming down here, you're going to have your automatic transmission, which, as you can see, is very nice. You also are going to have your parking brake, or not parking brake, your parking sensors, your hazard switch there, and then your electronic parking brake right here. And as we come over here to the glove compartment, which is nicely leather wrapped and stitched, as you can see, if we open this little area up here, we do get a generous amount of storage space with a outlet right there inside of it. Coming over here, you do have your frameless auto dimming mirror right up there, controls for your lights. You are going to have, of course, your sunglasses holder. You're going to have your 3 garage home links set up. You're going to have your visor with, of course, a little mirror inside of that. And with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's continue on here to the last part, which is going to be right over here. This, of course, is going to be for your, the camera will focus here real quick. This is going to be for your headlights, your headlights, your gauge dimmers, turn traction control off, and of course your max AC is going to be right there to the far left. Well, that said, guys, pretty nice. Very impressed with what the Mach-E Premium has to offer. So let's go ahead and let's continue the tour and let's check out what this vehicle has to offer. Of course, coming to the back, you do get the same leather material in the front. Perforation is very nice. As you can see, the stitching is also really good. You also do have rear vents back here with 2 USB-C ports. You also do have seat pockets here, one on both sides. And then, of course, you do get a nice padded armrest with 2 cup holders. Of course, this one here does have LED taillights and the Mustang badge right there. Cargo space is also pretty good, as you can see. You're looking at right around 30 cubic feet of cargo space in here, which is quite nice. And of course, if you wanted to, fold the seats down, and that will give you 60 cubic feet of cargo space. And as we come down here, you do have some things such as the battery, as well as some other stuff as well. Front is pretty nice, as you can see. You have 4.7 cubic feet of space in here, which is pretty deep and very nice as well. But of course, we're focusing on the 72 kilowatt hour battery pack, and since this does have the electronic all-wheel drive, we're looking at 325 horsepower and 500 pound-feet of torque, which is pretty impressive. So, with that said, key is not detected. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out front here in a minute, but if you were to ask me a few years ago what I thought about the Mustang Mach-E, I would have probably said that probably should not have happened, in the sense that, of course, it's going to be interesting because a lot of people found it controversial, saying that, oh, you know, you can't take the Mustang name, which of course is the pony car, and make it into an SUV. But you can't lie. I can't lie. Look at the sales numbers of the Mach-E. It's been pretty nice to see that now Tesla actually has a competitor to the Model Y. And as someone who likes the Model Y, this kind of takes my breath away, in the sense that Ford did everything that Tesla did as far as like the style and kind of the design, not design, but kind of like the idea of the styling and stuff like that. But this is just simply better, in every single way possible. Range, of course, is going to come in at 250 miles per charge. If you do decide to go with a standard charger, in this case a level 2, which most people will probably go for, it will take about I believe it's 10 hours to charge, which is basically an overnight charge. And if you do a DC fast charging, it can do 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes, which is impressive. But take it as you will with the Mach-E. This is a very fun car, and I'm glad that it's still around. And of course, you know, for 2025, it certainly does get better in a lot of ways. So with that said, guys, that's going to do it here for this walk around and tour of the 2025 Ford Mustang Mach-E Premium, finished off in shadow black with the ebony leather interior with perforated accents. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.